Is Squirtle really your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah, because when I played the first Pokemon, I was like, do you want to be Pikachu or Squirtle or...
Pikachu's not a choice in the first Pokemon.
Oh, no.
Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander.
Charmander, that's the one. You're trying to find Pikachu. I don't care about these stupid...
You weren't trying to find Pikachu?
Children.
What version of the game did you play? What are you talking about? The first game, you leave Pallet Town to go and get 8 badges. You can find Pikachu. He's in Viridian Forest really early on.
Yeah, so I chose Squirtle out of the...
Right.
What was Bulbasaur and Charmander?
Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander.
I need you to understand that my knowledge of Pokemon is small. I played Red and Silver, I think.
Okay.
And then I watched some of the cartoon. I watched the first movie.
Yeah, first movie. The first Pokemon movie.
Good.
Can we say?
Good.
What a good film.
Shockingly good. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, I was tearing up at the end. And I don't even give a fuck about Pokemon.
That bit where Ash gets turned to stone and then the
Pikachu
tears of his friends.
And that gif now, I use that quite often.
Bring him
of
back.
Of the Pikachu crying. But yeah, it's like, I didn't really care. I'm not one of these, there's a new Pokemon thing out, because it's really just, hey, there's a thing in the grass, catch it and then make it your slave. That's kind of the whole shtick.
But it's fun.
But my little Squirtle, I had a little, what do you call it, cuddly toy Squirtle. I had a wee plushy Squirtle thing. I got that for like a birthday or a Christmas, because the Squirtle I had in that Pokemon game I played, Ride or Die, that little fucker.
Did you name it?
Yeah.
No way. Wait.
You're going to hate what I named it.
Oh, what did you name it?
Squirtle.
So you had a Blastoise called Squirtle.
Yeah. I was so imaginative as a kid. I was just like I had a wee toy tiger plushie thing. What did I call it?
Tiger.
Tony.
Tony, not even a good tiger name.
It's Tony the Tiger.
No, I understand the reference.
I ate a lot of Frosties as a
dog
kid.
shit.
And then they ruined Frosties by taking all the sugar out of them, just like all the other cereals.
They're great.
Now they're bland.
They're okay. I'd bang, of all the cereal mascots,
why is it
I
always
would bang Tony the Tiger top of the list. Look at him. That man works out. He is ripped as fuck.
I've never considered what cereal mascot I would have sex with.
I bet you'd pick Snap Crackle Pop.
No, not in for a quadrilogy of sex. I'm more of a one-on-one type of lover.
Golden Nuggets, man?
No. I was thinking, I just realized...
I'm just trying to pick the words. The thing is, outside of Tony the
Golden
Tiger...
Nuggets, is that like a wee, small pirate man?
He's an old prospector.
What's the
old
one
stinky prospector?
What's the
Captain Crunch?
No, I was going to say... I was going to say the cheetah, but that's Cheetos.
Cheetah
That's a
Cheetos.
crisp.
Bangable cereal mascots. You got the Special K lady, but she's just the letter K with tits.
I've never seen her before.
Okay, well, imagine the letter K, big red letter K.
Yeah.
Give it tits.
Right, okay.
That's Special K's mascot.
Wow, okay. Flexible, I can imagine.
Tony the Tiger.
How did we get here?
We were talking about Pokemon.
No, of course, naturally.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you lend an ear?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Meandering Movie Podcast. I am your host, Gary Copeland. And I'm joined today by...
I'm the sensitive bit of wood on your coffee table that sometimes is a bit worn down, and then it stings your foot when you scrape against it when you don't have socks on. Gavin Stewart.
Your names
Now here's the
are
great
getting
thing.
worse and worse.
I have to remember that for the end of the episode.
I just
somehow.
watched you... just for anyone who cares at home, I know you don't. I just watched Gav touch his coffee table with his toe. And as he was touching the coffee table with his toe, came up with the name. You're not even creative anymore. You're just saying things.
You say that like I was creative beforehand. It used to just be...
I know. Look, we were just talking about Pokemon and Pokemon names pre-episode. I was the kid, all my Pokemon, because I didn't like the
You had
idea of,
Barry, Kevin,
well, no,
John.
I wasn't that. This is the thing. I didn't want to just have them like Squirtle, Charmander. I didn't want to name them what they were. I didn't want them to have no name. So I wanted to name them, but I had no imagination. So my entire list of Pokemon was like, go, shoe, lamp.
Because it was
Ruler.
funny. It was funny to say. Like, was that?
Well, it was more like I wanted to name them, but couldn't think of fun names. So I would just look around me and be like, oh yeah, cup, that'll do. So I would just name my
Yeah, it's
Pikachu
like
cup.
when you're playing like a I was going to say a video game, like you weren't just talking about when you play a video game, but when you create your own character, and it's like, oh, name your character, and you just call it Gav or Gary.
So long spent in Fallout's character creator when it came out. I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. To then never see the fucking character. Because even if later on in the game when you eventually start doing shit and you get that it goes third person, slow motion, you're like, oh, it's awesome. You'd have a fucking mask on or something. You'd be like, well, because it gives you stats and I care more about the stats than how my character. Dumb. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today we're not talking about video games. We are going to talk movie characters. Not just any old movie characters. We've chosen characters that we're going to be pitching against one another in a battle to the death.
Yeah, so I've chosen 3 characters, and one by one, or I've chosen some characters. We'll see how many we get through because we waffle and ramble.
We do waffle and ramble. I've gone for. I was going to give you easy, medium, hard, but after looking at the list,
you have to give me hard.
Medium, hard, extra hard.
That's how I like to treat my women.
Is that a bad thing?
Is that a bad thing?
How do we don't want to do these in category. We're just gonna.
You
tell me who I'm fighting, and I'll tell you exactly how I'll get out. I'll weasel my way out of it.
And I shall defend this character, hopefully somehow, and you have to try and get out. So, do you want me to give you a character first, or do you want to give?
You have an idea of this. Okay. I'm going in.
Yeah. So the first character
blind.
I'm going to give you is the character Matilda from the Danny DeVito directed movie Matilda. For various reasons. 1, I want to see you try and beat up a child. 2, she has some abilities.
Okay. She's got abilities. She's a child. Question.
Yes.
Are we in, for each of these fights, are we going into the character's universe?
I suppose so.
So am I in Matilda land?
Or is it more interesting to bring them into the real world?
Probably more interesting to go into because then you play by film rules.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whereas if you bring them into this... Because if you bring them into this universe, Matilda's just a small child with no powers.
Excellent point. So we're going to
Matilda. Just Mara Wilson.
We're going into Matilda.
I'm just fighting Mara Wilson. And Gav, I'll tell you this earlier. I have no holds barred. I will happily punt Mara Wilson.
You're just fighting like 10-year-old girls. You just walk up, sucker punch her, go home, have fajitas.
It'd be even easier than that because she'd be standing there giving it the whole Stranger Things, and I'd be like, "This doesn't work here." The last thing she'd remember. I'm sorry, little one. That doesn't work here. Uppercut.
I'm sorry about this. Gavin made me do it, and I'm just standing off the car like, no, it's supposed to happen.
It was meant to be the other way. We should go into their universe.
You're like too late.
All right. So, is it like the Last Action Hero? So we're going Last Action Hero rules.
We're going into their movie.
Going into their movie.
So we're in the movie Matilda.
Okay. So first things first. And second question, it's me with all the knowledge I have of Matilda.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good because I know this film fairly well. I would know I'm going into Matilda land. The first thing I'm thinking and the first thing I want to pin down is why does Matilda have powers? And can I replicate that? If I read, is it reading books? It's being unloved. I'm fucked. People love me.
Well, that's questionable. You're challenging.
Okay, so what is Matilda's powers? What's the source of her powers?
I thought Matilda's... I can't remember the source of her powers, but from memory's sake, and I haven't watched this movie in a while, so I don't know why I chose this character because I don't have a lot of knowledge of her. I just thought it was funny to make you fight a child, so I chose Matilda. Many other children I could have chose for you to fight, but I chose...
She has powers,
because she has the force power. She makes the cake float.
She definitely has force powers, but
so I thought,
she can just do that, right? It's never explained... Is it explained where she gets them from?
Probably should have done any amount of research on this.
My memory of the film is her parents are... No, it is.
No, it's her entire family that are mean to...
Rita Pearlson and Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Movie directed
They're
by
dickheads to her.
Yeah.
And inexplicably... Hey, audio boy.
Oh my God, an audio boy just...
He's just leaving, so this is perfect. Why does Matilda have powers in the film Matilda?
You've got a track and a mic if you want to jump on.
You don't know. Okay. From my memory, they just treat her like crap.
I don't know.
And she just gets powers. She's just like a wonder kid, right?
She's
like
kind of like a Rey from Force Awakens, you know?
Yeah, she just has the Force.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is...
Besides being very smart of her age, Matilda has extraordinary powers. Although never mentioned in the book or movie, the name of the ability Matilda has is called telekinesis and seems to peak whenever something angers Matilda. So she's going to be angry that a big 32-year-old man, not big in terms of like, because you're looking great, big in terms of because she's a small 10-year-old child.
Yeah.
And you're raging at her.
I'm big, you're little. I'm smart, you're dumb.
Exactly.
I'm basically taking the Danny DeVito role.
Yeah.
But
you're an abusive father. And you're going to beat the fuck out of this child.
Just to be clear, I'm not an abusive father.
Well, yeah, you don't have a child.
But just you said that like real world. You're going to piss Matilda off because, you're an abusive father in the real world. And that'll transfer to the movie world.
It just makes sense.
Okay, so she's basically a Carrie. She's like a 10-year-old Carrie.
Yeah. In my head, I was thinking Rey from Star Wars, but Carrie from the movie Carrie, directed by Brian De Palma. Sure. I just like doing that,
I know you do. Okay, so I will go in. I'm in Matilda world. Oh man, this is tough because she has telekinesis, the Force, and it's pretty advanced because she can make things like dance, right? She can like puppet things.
She can puppet things, make things float around, move objects. Here's the question: we probably also should have come to this conclusion before we hit record, but it's more fun to do it in the moment, and maybe let Audio Boy help decide this. What do we class as a win? Like her dead,
TKO
her knocked out,
or death? TKO.
Knocked
if a TKO would put them out of commission, which I think for Matilda,
I
TKO
guess, like,
is
kind of like Street Fighter rules of like they've been knocked out, you're the victor.
But then, and I'm not saying I've picked this person, but Jason, for example, you would have to go the full hog and destroy that. Jason.
Yeah, because you can't knock him out.
You can't knock him out, and even if you did, wake up the next day and he's coming for you again. So
because he's a vengeful little fucker.
All right, so I think Matilda's TKO. I think Matilda, as long as I can detain Matilda and knock her out or decommission her in one way.
I've just got this image of you have her in a headlock and you're just punch her in the neck. Like, Gary, she's knocked out. Just making sure. So first you have to get near her.
Okay, easy enough.
Is that easy enough?
Yeah, she's a 10-year-old girl. She doesn't know I'm coming, presumably. I mean, I haven't pissed her off yet.
Audio just mimed Gary picking up a gun and shooting her.
I don't know how to get a gun in Matilda Land. Here's what I was thinking instead.
Isn't Matilda Land just the regular world?
No, but
it's slightly cartoony.
If she was in the regular world, she wouldn't have powers. We decided this. So we're in the Matilda world where she has powers.
My first protocol was, can I give myself powers? But I don't know. It's never explained where she gets powers from other than being unloved and gifted. So I can't replicate that. Bummer. So here's
so loved.
Here's how, because I'm so loved. Here's how I'm getting close to Matilda. I hire a white van, write the word puppies on the side.
Fucking hell.
Right? Kids fall for that all the time. It's a thing.
Uh-huh.
So I park up near Mrs. Trunchable's school.
Yep.
White van with puppies written on the side. Hang out. Door open. I'll be like, little kids. Like the child catcher. Maybe I'll do sweets, puppies and sweets. I'll add it, puppies and sweets.
You're doing an accent as well, are you?
Yeah, I'm doing the...
Do you know what I like?
I dress like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I like that you're like, I'll do puppies and sweets. Like the problem was I only have puppies. Not that I'm trying to catch children. Like...
So I'm dressed like, child catcher, puppies and sweets in my van. Obviously, these kids are going to come rushing over to me. The only snag in that is I think I'm going to have to take a couple. I'm not just going to get Matilda solo.
So you're going to be like Gore from
kidnap a couple
you'll
of
be like
them.
Gore from Thor: Love and Thunder. You're just going to take like a cage of kids.
Cage of kids, and then
for no reason for the plot.
Oh no, because the plot is to eventually incapacitate Matilda.
No, I'm just making fun of Thor: Love and Thunder for taking.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So once I've got them in the van, I'll drive them to an undisclosed location.
I'm going to step in. I think if a van pulls up outside of a school where Miss Trunchbull, did you say her name was?
And Miss Honey. Miss Honey's the nice one. Miss Trunchbull's
they're the teachers
dick.
of. They're not going to let those kids anywhere fucking near you.
No, but I look like the child catcher.
I don't think that makes a difference. I don't think the teachers are like, oh, he looks like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I shall allow these children to go over to the white van called Puppies and Sweets.
Okay.
One of them, Miss Trunchbull is going to like fucking deck you, and the nice one is going to like phone the police.
All right, fuck it. You're right. 100%. That was a bad plan. New plan.
Oh, God.
I get in league with Miss Trunchbull.
Right, that's doable.
Because she already wants to kill children.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Or at least maim children.
Yeah.
So I meet Miss Trunchbull in a bar. Oh no, an Olympic event because she's into
weightlifting
and shit. So I'm like in the gym. Oh, you right? You looking fucking hench, Miss Trunchbull? You need a spot? I get close to Miss Trunchbull. What do? Oh, I'm the principal of a school. Oh, nice. You like kids? Fucking hate them. I'm so glad you said that, Miss Trunchbull. I also hate kids.
So here's my point. And what I love is you've gone from I'm going to be a child catcher to I'm going to be those toxic bros in the gym who approach women.
Yeah.
So you're playing some fascinating characters.
But the second one, that's it. I'm in with Ms. Trunchbull.
All right. Do you think she wants to be approached at the gym when she's in her moment?
I think
by
someone who says that they hate kids and want to hurt them, she may not be interested at first, but the moment those words leave my lips, she'll be like,
are we just trying to play into your fantasy that you like tall, strong women who could like beat you up?
a little bit.
So are you now?
I'm not going to try and kill Matilda anymore. I'm just going to bang.
I was going to say you're supposed to be trying to knock out Matilda, and now you're trying
I'm getting to that. Okay. All right. I'm in with Miss Trunchbull.
We're looking at Audio Boy's face. He just looks so troubled.
We're a hot power couple. We're wrecking the gym. We are smashing it. I'll probably get Miss Trunchbull on the roids. Me and her will be bulking up. We'll be massive. Here's the thing. But when the plan kicks in, Matilda will be a year older because I think we'll need a year's training.
Right, so the plan hasn't kicked in yet.
No. The plan has kicked in because I'm befriending Miss Trunchbull.
Right.
A year of
befriending in quotation marks.
And really bulking up with Miss Trunchbull.
During this time, are used to perhaps becoming passionate lovers?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No question there.
Okay.
By the time we get to school, last day of school, Matilda's about to... I can't remember what happened in the film, but she's about to graduate and go with Miss Honey, I guess.
And she gets put in like the cupboard.
And it's like there's that whole end sequence where they have to steal back something from Miss Trunchbull's house.
Yeah.
Miss Trunchbull's doing the like scary dictator march around the house. And it's like, oh, we just hide under the table. Haha, we got away from Miss Trunchbull. Bang! Didn't get away from me. I'm under the table. Flip it. Right? And there's Miss Matilda, Miss Honey. Boof! Bah! 2-punch. Cross. 1-2. The commotion brings Miss Trunchbull back. And we're just laying into fucking Matilda. Bang, 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 bang. She's out.
So just to clarify,
they thought they were being sneaky.
Anytime you're not at the gym or making love to Miss Trunchbull, you are hiding under a table.
waiting for Matilda and Miss Honey.
Just in case they come by.
Yeah, because I've seen the film.
Okay, yeah, you have seen the film, so I'll give you that.
So yeah, and then so rather than Miss Trunchbull doing the whole, because there's that bit in Matilda where they bring out the cake and Percy Trotter, Henry,
the big boy has to eat
whatever
it.
his name was.
Yeah.
Percy, it's Percy.
Two very different names.
It's Percy Trotter or Henry Boggins.
Or Porco Roscoe.
It's no, because you guys think I'm being a dick, but I guarantee you it's something close to that. Chocolate cake, Matilda, eaten by. Who eats the chocolate cake? Bruce Bogtrotter.
You weren't even anywhere close to
I said Bogtrot.
Did he say Bogtrot?
Percy Bogtrotter? What did I say?
Boggins.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
You said-
I got the bog.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Anyway, that cake scene, Miss Trunchbull's problem is that she's obviously an eater. Mm-hmm. That cake wasn't meant for that one kid. It was clearly meant for every kid gets a little slither. Miss Trunchbull's going to head back and then eat the rest. Because you see at the end of the film, she's strong as fuck, but she's a bit like portly.
She's like an Olympic weightlifter. They have to eat a lot of food to get to that kind of like.
But I will get her on track. So by the time, like, she'll be headlock. We'll do Krav Maga. I'll take her to Krav Maga class as well. By the time we get to the end, she will be. Miss Honey's going to be out of commission. Ain't going to be doing anything. And I, with the act of element of surprise, one swift uppercut to Matilda. Bah! She's out.
Do you know what I love about this whole thing? And it maybe it's because, as you said, what Miss Honey, because you take her out of commission.
She wasn't doing much anyway.
But here's what you could have done in this scenario: is you could have befriended Miss Honey, the nice, attractive, cute person, and got to know them.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be a very gaslighty, toxic thing you're going to do, but you get to know them and become close with them and form a relationship with them. Get close to Matilda that way. Takes a lot less time, a lot easier, and then one day just surprise sucker punch her. There's no gym, there's no roids, there's no hiding under tables, there's no Krav Maga lessons.
I kind of went in thinking I was going to be a villain in this because I'm about to punch a kid.
I mean, no
into
matter what,
submission.
you're a villain. Cause
Yeah, but like my point being, if I'd gone down that route,
yeah,
fat podgy Gary would have been in Matilda with Miss Honey in leagues with.
You don't want to be in Matilda.
No, but in the film Matilda, in leagues with Miss Honey,
Yeah.
about to secretly sucker punch a kid. And then Miss Trunchbull comes on the scene and fucking decimates all of us.
But I feel if you get with Miss Honey,
Right?
I don't know why I'm trying to give you a better solution, but I'm just saying I feel the solution of getting close to Miss Honey rather than Miss Trunchbull is a far easier route. But I mean, yeah, if you get under a table, well, I mean, are they not going to notice you when you get under the table?
I'm pretty big in this. I've probably bulked up.
Yeah, because you
massively.
bulked up massively. You're having crisps and gym
Well,
sessions.
you're meant to be telling me why that won't work. You tell me.
I mean, it's not going to, because you're not going to get close to Miss Trunchbull in any way whatsoever.
We're too big by that point. Can't even hug. just a massive muscle.
I'm convinced your plan stops at the gym. Like when you go and approach Miss Trunchbull, she just decks you. Game over. You're out of it. You're like she walks away.
All right, fine. Well, then okay. All right, third plan 3. So you think okay.
Does she seem like an approachable person?
Absolutely not.
So how are you ever going to get...
I told you because I'm going to tell her I hate kids. I tell Miss Trunchbull I hate kids early. Conversation 1. And that's how I get in with Miss Trunchbull. I sidle my way in.
I think there's more... I think she's quite an introverted, isolated...
She's not. She has 3 character traits. Olympic thrower, hates kids, hench.
Chocolate.
That's it. That's Miss Trunchbull's entire character. She doesn't even have an arc. She just does those 3 things.
To be fair, you are some of those things.
I think with Matilda, it's the element of surprise. The moment Matilda knows what's going on, I'm fucking done because she'll just force me away into the distance. So I need to catch her unawares.
You do need...
Okay, fine. All right, tell you what. I'll go in. I'll pretend I'm a teacher. I'll do it. I'll pull a School of Rock, Mr. Schneebly.
Or kindergarten cop.
Kindergarten cop. Yeah, or a kindergarten cop. I'll pull one of them. I'm in with the faculty.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'll just sucker punch her when she's walking down the school... when she's walking down the school hallway.
Everything is always funny when it's just the image of you turning around and you just sucker punching a child. This is honestly the main reason I chose Matilda is I just wanted these images out there.
There you go. They're out now. I punch an unaware child in the back of the head as hard as I physically can
to knock her out.
After that,
potentially kill her.
After that, I would. I don't know. How would I stop her from? You just got to keep her sedated. I'd probably put her in a medically induced coma.
No, you don't. No, once you've knocked her out, you've won.
Oh, okay.
You've won.
I thought I was just okay. Well, then
you don't have to ruin or end her life.
Well, then there you go. I win. So I beat Matilda. Easy. Level 1 complete. In the bag. Done.
That was magical.
That was an easy one, mate. Should have ramped up. You want to know your first one?
Absolutely.
Rocky Balboa.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I'm playing a win, mate. They only get worse from here.
Right, so to summarize, I gave you a 10-year-old child.
With powers.
With powers,
Yeah,
sure.
with powers.
Which didn't really ever come into play because you surprise attacked her.
I had to do it.
And you gave me
Rocky Balboa.
one of the greatest movie boxers of all time.
Yes.
So, is this first Rocky movie I'm going into? Or is this like Creed?
See, here's the thing. We don't know much
Because
about
if it's
Matilda.
Creed, then he's got cancer. I know how to kill people with cancer. Trust me.
Just love them.
Just love them. Oh, the darkness in that.
Okay. I don't know. So the reason Matilda's only got one film, so I had to go into Matilda.
Yeah.
I guess
First Rocky, I suppose.
we either go for the first Rocky and we just play that's the rules, or we play the rule is like you. But then I suppose you're fighting like 60-year-old Sylvester Stallone
In Creed.
in Creed.
Yeah, but he's still
pretty fucking
Yeah.
good. He's still going. He's got experience by that point.
I mean, time and cancer gets to him as well.
I think we'll go with. I tell you what. I'm going to pick a Rocky. I'm going to pick Rocky. I'm going to be a dickhead. Let's go for Rocky 3. Peak Rocky.
when he's fighting Mr. T. Is that the Mr. T one?
No, that's Rocky 4, isn't it?
No, Rocky 4's Ivan Drago.
Yeah, it must be Mr. T then. First one's Apollo Creed. Second one,
It was Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed rematch. Third one, he's getting trained by Apollo Creed from Mr. T. Yeah, it must be Mr. T.
I think so. And
And
then
then
the fourth one
Drago's
is
where
Ivan
he's
Drago
fighting the Russians.
And then Ivan Drago kills
Yeah.
Apollo Creed. And then the fifth one is just like, I'm old man.
An old man Rocky.
And then 6 is Creed. And 7
Yeah,
is
so we'll go
Creed.
to Rocky 3. He has, by this point in Rocky's career, he has beaten the world's best boxer and is now arguably the world's best boxer. And he's fighting, inexplicably, Mr. T.
I was really hoping you were going to say the first Rocky because he loses in that one. I had a great plan for that
I
one.
know. I told you it would be a dick.
Here's my plan.
Go.
I go into Rocky 3. So I'm transferred into the Rocky 3 world. I'm in
Rocky 3
I'm in New York. Well,
See,
I'm in-
and this is unfortunate for you because unlike Matilda, where Matilda is slightly comical, has powers.
Yeah.
Rocky's world is just
it's misery.
It's
you know.
misery. It's just garbage New York.
It's garbage New York, a bit of Boston, family, friends. They're always cold. Everyone's cold. My plan is, I go rent a vehicle. I find out where he lives.
Yep.
And as he crosses the road, I run him the fuck over. Then I reverse back over him. Then I drive over him again. Then I drive away. And I get away with it because then I'm just transported out of the world. Back into my real world. Thus, it is
Okay, wait. You know what?
an unpunishable crime.
You know what?
Yeah. How you gonna,
I'm going to allow that.
okay.
You've ran over Rocky,
Yeah.
but
What? Turns out he's Mecha Rocky.
no. In doing so, there is now nobody to fight the prize fight against Mr. T.
So you want me to
You-
fight Mr. T?
Apollo Creed standing at the side of the road. Oh my God, you killed Rocky. Well, I need a prize fighter, and you're up. You now have to fight
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Easy. Here's what I do. I learn where he lives.
Here's the thing, you've already fucked it. They now know you're a maniac who runs people over. You're on security detail, and Mr. T's on double security detail until the night of the fight.
Okay, then here's what I do. Fight's about to begin.
Yeah.
I ask for a timeout. I don't think you do the timeout before the fight
Instant.
begins. But that's I'm
Ding,
just,
ding, ding.
I'm like,
Time out.
I
Wait, okay. And then the commentators will be like, our new prize fighter is just called a timeout 1 second into the match.
I say back in 2. I don't know how long the timeout lasts for.
I think it's, you might be right. Like it's either 60, like a minute 30, 2 minutes.
Easy. I bolt to the parking lot. I get in my truck.
You're rented.
I drive
You're
it-
rented truck.
I drive it into the stadium and run him over it while he's in the boxing ring. And then I reverse back over him and then I drive over him one more time. And then I get out, I stand atop my truck and say, I am truck. I am successful.
And then you teleport out.
And then I
of the-
teleport back to the real world. I mean, if you want me to fight him, I'll fight him.
No, I think you got me.
You're
I shouldn't. It's on me. I shouldn't have picked a regular human.
that I could just run over.
You shouldn't have picked a little girl because I can easily sucker punch him in one hit. It's you know what? We'll call it first character. You know, we hadn't got into our.
I mean, I've got
groove yet.
more ideas of how it can beat Mr. T or Rocky.
No. I think I can't argue that. I tried getting you into the ring with Mr. T after killing Rocky, and you managed to weasel your way out of that and run over Mr. T. So, fair play.
I just like that image of like everyone's just standing there like, what's going on? Like,
Mr. T's on his little stool, getting like water bottle, sucking out, and then truck
through him.
his back snaps in half. He's completely fucked on the floor.
This like scrawny little just bearded idiot just gets on top of a truck. It's just
I am truck.
I am truck. I am victorious.
Why did you say I am truck?
Because the truck is one with me.
Is
in
that
this.
your boxing name? Truck?
Truckosaurus Rex? Yeah.
Your boxing name is Truckosaurus. Okay, cool. All right, well, you win one each.
No.
I beat Matilda, you beat Mr. T. And
My
Rocky.
second character, speaking of trucks, it's handy I said that, is Optimus Prime.
Okay, fuck. All right, here we go.
So we have gone up a big level. So we're in the we'll say the Michael Bay Transformers universe. I will give you Transformers. Which Transformers will I give you?
Will I get Transformers?
No, which of the movies?
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
obviously,
I thought you meant you were going to gift me a Transformer to
No,
fight with, and I was like, well, you're making this easy.
I'm like, yeah, you just get to be.
You get Bumblebee.
The Decepticon army is now yours. Like, I'm trying to think which Transformers movie of Optimus Prime I want you to fix, and I think it's going to be The second one, because he's a bit of a bitch in that one.
Okay. So I'm fighting Optimus Prime, the second Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
because he's moany.
He just gets his ass handed to him a lot, you know?
Okay, so you're giving me the easy Optimus Prime.
I don't know why I did that. I'm giving you...
You could have given me the one where he's got a flaming sword.
Which one does he have a flaming sword?
The Matt Wahlberg one.
I'm just going to give
Mark
you the
Wahlberg.
First Transformers.
Okay, first Transformers is a good one.
He still has a sword and shit.
Got the plasma sword.
Yeah.
Okay. How the fuck do you beat a Transformer as a regular dude?
Yeah.
All right.
You're all like, haha, I'm
What am I
giving you a
doing?
boxer. I'm giving you a giant 80-foot robot from
It's
a different
easy.
planet.
I'm going to head to the local gym and
I thought you were
find Megatron, who's
No.
presumably
No.
pumping iron.
No, he is
I'll be
not
like, yo, what up,
pumping iron.
Megatron?
He's in a-
Do you need a spot? He'll be like, yeah, I need a spot. That conversation, I'll be like, oh, you know who I hate? And he'll be like, who? And I'll be like, fucking Autobots. He'll be like, holy shit, I'm in with Megatron.
What table are you going to hide under so that you
We
can...
then go to Optimus Prime's house. Hide under a table.
In this scenario,
I get Megatron on the roids. We flip the table, uppercut to Optimus Prime. You're knocked out. Ding, ding, ding.
in this scenario, you have to kill Optimus Prime. You can't knock him
Yeah,
out.
that's fair. You gotta. Okay.
Because there's... I mean, he does get knocked out, but this is a kill scenario.
No, it has to be a kill scenario. And you know what the worst thing is? It's a kill scenario, and I somehow have to kill the Allspark because otherwise they'll just revive him. How the fuck do I get the Allspark and kill Optimus Prime? Okay. Do the Transformers need petrol?
No.
Fuck.
I don't think they need fuel of any sort.
They must need something. Do they eat?
I
That
mean-
one pisses. If they piss, that means they're ingesting.
I feel like the Michael Bay movies are not going to give us the information we
No,
require.
no, we can figure it out. That Transformer pisses in Transformers 2. That one does a piss. It pisses all over the actor.
John Turturro. But is that
So if a Transformer pisses, that means they have to ingest.
also in some of them they bleed?
So they must So they must be ingesting. We could assume petrol.
Maybe they're solar powered.
Come on, we can assume it's petrol
Right. Okay.
to weaken Optimus Prime.
You're going to put diesel in.
I'm going to put diesel in
Jesus
Optimus Prime.
Christ.
I don't think that's killing him, but it's going to make my life easier.
He's weakened.
He's weakened. So
also-
I will somehow.
We'll keep other Autobots out of this scenario,
Okay,
so you're
good.
not having to you don't got like Bumblebee and shit like coming in and being like, "I'll help you, Optimus."
Because like you just proved with Rocky Balboa and Mr. T, a human body cannot survive being smashed by one
Turns out-
non-sentient truck, let alone a fleet of Autobots purposely aiming for me. Well, Bumblebee ran me over, but luckily I managed to go fuck another one.
Yeah, literally, Bumblebee could just have you in a slight fender bender. You have whiplash, you're in the hospital. Doesn't matter if you're the world's greatest boxer. A truck to the face, gonna stop you.
All right, I'm weakening it. I'm gonna whatever he's ingesting.
How are
if
you
it's-
gonna? How are you gonna get diesel in this, man?
Because I assume they suck it up like soup. I assume they just have a soup breakfast once a day.
So Optimus Prime, I'm
Prime.
assuming wakes up and
He
then
wakes up, he's like, "Oh, I need my,"
and then has like an oil drum.
This is my best Optimus Prime impression. Oh, I really need my soup.
and then has an oil drum of petrol.
Oil drum of
But in
petrol.
this, so you're gonna take a diesel. I'm not gonna. you go.
And if it's diesel they need, then I'll change it to unleaded. And if it's unleaded, I'll change it to diesel.
Okay.
I don't know which one Optimus Prime's consuming, but I will buy just a fucking jerry can of it. To be honest, I don't even need to switch out his barrel. I just need to pour enough of the alternative into it to fuck up the mixture, right? He then sucks down his gallon of soup, petrol soup.
soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Significantly weakened. Mm-hmm. Now's the tough part. How the fuck do you get? Because he's huge. Can I get any kind of construction?
I mean, you can figure out whatever you want to figure out.
I think while he's weakened,
you have
I would-
endless time.
I would get.
You spent a year and a half with Miss Trunchbull, so you know
I would
all
hire.
to sucker punch a child.
I would hire some JCB or Caterpillar machinery.
Uh-huh. Do you know how to operate that?
Have you seen those street? Well, you said I've got time. I'll spend a bit of time learning. It can't
Okay.
be that hard. It's like driving a car, right? With a joystick for a crane arm.
You played video games.
Yeah, exactly. It can't be that.
You
But
you
what I'm
played
going to
crane
do,
games?
what I'm going to do to really fuck him up. You ever seen those street performers where they get like there's like a row of people and like attached to his hands he's got like a broomstick. So then when he lifts his hand, all of the fake people back and front wave at the same time.
Yeah.
Do that with all the construction.
Okay,
gear.
sure.
So I've got like a steamroller, got a crane in the middle. I've got a cement truck coming, and I'm steering them all at once.
Are you trying to build your own transformer?
That's the kind of the plan. Yes.
Okay.
So
I could say
I'm not going to transform them together. I don't have that technology. But what I can do is get all of the
puppeteer like
what's the transformer? The Constructobots. I'm going to get all the Constructobot pieces, bring them in, right? Because he's not fought them at this point,
Right.
And then I'm going to just pour concrete on him, crane his face, steamroll his feet, and just hop between them all and run him down with various construction gear until he's dead.
I feel that the mechanics of what you're building is too flimsy. Optimus Prime could just like break, snap, throw.
But he's weakened by the diesel.
Sure, he's weakened by the diesel, but I still feel a weakened Optimus Prime who's filled with diesel. Much like when you fill Audio Boy with too much cheese, or he has like a whole cheesecake to himself. You know, he is weakened, but he is not. You know,
He's still sprightly.
he's not completely vulnerable.
Well, that's why I'm ripping his face off with a crane arm.
But I feel like before you get the crane arm anywhere near him, he's just going to stop you.
But then the steamroller's coming from the other side.
But again,
I've surrounded him with machinery, with hardcore bright yellow
hardcore.
Caterpillar machinery.
I don't think your ability to control all of these is going to work. Oh God!
You gave me you did it already. I take Truckosaurus Rex.
What do you mean you take Truckosaurus?
I'll get Truckosaurus Rex.
What? Just a
The monster truck killing Truckosaurus Rex, as seen in multiple movies.
So what?
Spoofed by The Simpsons. I will get the actual Truckosaurus Rex. I wheel it in. I assume it wheels. Does it drive? I don't fucking know. I drive it up, and then I pilot Truckosaurus Rex in a Pacific Rim style Optimus Prime versus Kaiju face off.
That thing is flimsy scaffolding at best. Optimus Prime is hardened alien material.
Oh, wait, okay, wait, no. Scroll it back. I'm sticking with Truckosaurus Rex.
Okay.
But instead of
The
just
flimsy
going with him
scaffolding.
with this flimsy scaffolding, fair, I will get the Allspark.
How are you going to get the
I
Allspark?
join the American government.
You're going to join the American government.
Yes.
You're an Englishman who lives in Scotland.
I'll Kingsman it.
What does
I'll
that
join
mean?
Kingsman.
What does that mean? You're just going to have sex with a woman in the ass?
I'll join Kings. All right. I'll join Kingsman.
Consensually, obviously, like in the movie.
Yeah, consensually join Kingsman.
Consensually join Kingsman. Thank you. Thank you for making that clear for everyone.
I will join Kingsman. I will
Heard you
then
join Kingsman last night.
I will then infiltrate the American government. Kingsman, 007, any spy, I'll get smarted, Austin Powers, whatever. I'm a Britishman, I'm a spy.
I'm a Britishman in
any spy movie in the history of spy
where
movies.
does that movie take place?
Which one?
Yeah, the first Transformers, is it LA?
LA.
I was just trying to do the Sting song Englishman in New York, but Englishman in LA.
Fucked it. I'm going to
Music is
join
life.
a spy academy.
Fucking hell.
Your poison, whatever. Doesn't matter. I then infiltrate the American government
Uh-huh.
using my new spy capabilities.
Sure. That you've now co-opted from another movie, The Kingsman.
Or Austin Powers, or
Or
James
Austin Powers, or
Bond,
Get Smart, or James Bond.
Get Smart.
Yeah.
Get Smart's the actual American intelligence.
James Bond probably, or Kingsman, I guess, make most sense.
Yeah. So I do one of the. Oh, Austin Powers. He's British.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
I'm not in the 70s.
No.
I'd have to use the Austin Powers time machine to get to modern. Austin Powers is a mess. Let's not do Austin
Yeah, it's not
Powers.
the Austin Powers. You have no mojo for that.
I don't have enough mojo to power the time machine. Kingsman or James Bond my way, infiltrate the American government. I find the Allspark. Stop convulsing. This works. I get the Allspark.
Right.
To get out.
I just want to point out.
No, wait. To get out. No, you go. You guys.
I just
do.
want
I'm gonna-
to get that deep into the American government, to get to the point where you can access one of the most secret, confidential things on the planet is going to take a lifetime.
Yeah.
By the time
Yes.
you get to the point where you can see the Allspark, you will be dead because you will be so old.
No, I won't. I'll fast track it. I'll real bust ass on the job. They'll be like, take down the moon laser. I'll take down 3. I'll always go above and beyond. You know what I mean?
Right, so wait, stop. I want you to defeat Optimus Prime, and instead you're going to take out moon lasers. Why
I
don't
have to
you
take
use
out the
the
moon
moon
lasers.
laser on Optimus Prime if they have moon lasers?
Well, because I liked my original. That's a good idea. Okay, fine. I do that.
No, that's my idea. This is your idea.
I take down the moon lasers. I can't use the moon lasers because then they'll kill me. I need to get out alive.
They only work
Right.
in zero gravity.
Right. I get to the Allspark.
Right.
To get out of the deepest part of the White House,
Uh-huh.
I Allspark all of my brand new Kingsman / James Bond tech. Bang! I have a little mini army of laser wristwatch transformers and fucking bomb pen transformers. I've got a whole fucking army of them. It's incredible, right? I get out. I take the Allspark and my gadget transformer army to Truckosaurus. I Allspark Truckosaurus. I go back to Optimus Prime, weakened with Diesel, kaiju style Pacific Rim fight.
I
Fucking work your way out of that one.
I was just thinking of the fact that my idea was just to run a man over, and your idea is to infiltrate the American government.
Well, no, my idea was to weaken him with Diesel. And then use,
Wait, so
and then use construction equipment to kill him. But you said I couldn't do that.
Are you weakening him with Diesel and then spending like 6 years to get into the government and then
No, I think the government. I think it will be. Diesel's part of the plan.
right? That's not the beginning.
It's
of the
not the
plan.
beginning. That's an end game.
Diesel's in there somewhere.
That's just like weaken him with Diesel / petrol, whichever one he doesn't usually ingest. And the thing is, it's like if you know when you eat something bad, you don't
Yeah.
die from it. It's not going to poison him,
You're just on the
but it's going to make him runny
tummy. You know.
It's going to give him runny tummy. So while he's fighting my Allspark Truckosaurus and James Bond / Kingsman gadgets,
He's also like, can we pause?
he's
Blood?
also having to hold in a shit. Going to absolutely
A
distract
ropey
him.
one.
Bosh. Fucking come on, mate.
I mean, fair play.
That was
It's
good.
You know, I mean, I kept pushing back, but you came to something in the end.
I felt good about that one.
I mean, I wouldn't,
That
but
was great.
I feel like the problem so far with both your plans is you have to sacrifice years of your life to complete them. I want to be like, I want to get
You
in.
want in and out.
I want in and I don't want to waste time. I want to get the job done. I'm not fucking about.
All right, well-
let's see what happens with your second one.
I think the next one's going to keep you busy.
Okay.
The Gremlins from Gremlins 2.
So I have to kill the gremlins from the Gremlins 2.
You have to kill them. That's because the thing is, you've got to think about Gremlins 2. The only reason they managed to beat the Gremlins is because they trick them into all being in the lobby of the building, trick them into thinking it's nighttime because of, if I'm correct, because the daylight savings happens,
Yes.
which the Gremlins don't know about.
Yes.
So they fake it being nighttime, drop the big curtains, and they simultaneously kill all the Gremlins at once
Because of the sun.
because of the sun.
So I'm in the tower. I'm in the Gremlins 2 movie in the tower.
I guess you're probably in the tower. Yeah, you can. Yeah, probably. I'll give you that they've not gone worldwide yet.
Right.
And effectively, we will scrap the end of Gremlins 2. They
Right.
haven't come up with the what's his name? Billy?
Something basically. Yeah, Billy.
Billy Basic. Is that this is our character from Gremlins.
Right, okay.
Billy Basic.
'Cause my
Billy Basic died. Billy Basic dies early in Gremlins 2.
Right,
In this
damn.
new version. And
Okay.
you, random tower employee, I will be the main character of Gremlins 2.
Right, because my first plan was going to be I just
You just hang about with Billy Basic.
I go into like a cleaning cupboard and just wait for the movie to play out. That was going to be plan number one. Because I'm just like, well, I know how this ends because I've seen the movie. So that would have been like, there we go.
been good.
Don't need to get my truck or anything for this. I could get in the truck and go for a road trip because the movie would end. Plan 2.
Plan 2.
Having seen the movie,
Uh-huh.
and I know their weakness to be sunlight,
Yep.
I'm going to fashion a blade from the movie.
To be clear, the Gremlins' weakness, sunlight kills them and flashes, remember? Bright light, bright light. They don't like being flashed, hurts them. But they are just malleable creatures. They're just animals.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
his mum puts one in a blender in Gremlins 1. So you can kill them.
Great scene.
You shoot them, you can slice them, you can't kill them. The problem you've got is that there's fucking hundreds of them, and because of the genetics lab in that TV tower,
Which is...
why do they have a genetics lab in there?
Because
It's not just a TV tower, is it? It's like a...
they're kind of like a conglomerate company of just like... They're like an Amazon. It's like, we want to be everything.
If Amazon had a building, this is a little aside. If Amazon had a building that was like floor 3 television, floor 4 genetics, floor 5 gym, floor 5 6 spy academy, I'd fucking absolutely fly to America and get myself a job there.
Yeah, but you got...
Why is Billy Basic doing something? He's like something boring. Floor 40.
You know, there's like he's a
He's doing art,
architecture
yeah.
or something. Architecture.
Fucking hell, mate. Go 4 floors down and you could be snowboarding.
Your job is to just snowboard, all right? Just snowboard like you've never snowboarded before. My plan is to, using the technology available to me in this great tower of wonder, I'm going to fashion...
There's a lot in there. That's fair.
Exactly. I'm going to fashion various weapons. So I'm taking my knowledge of other movies, for example, Wesley Snipes' 1997 movie Blade, where he uses what are those lights called that recreate
The UV light.
UV lights.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a shotgun with UV lights on the side of it, and I'm just going to walk around, flashing my UV lights, blowing the shit out of things. And it's just going to be like a Left 4 Dead, like, I'm just going to go full hunt mode.
Full hunt. So you're basically going to do what Gizmo does in Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
Because he goes full Rambo.
Yeah,
but instead of going full Rambo, you're going full Blade.
And I'm going to do it...
I don't think you can kill enough of them.
I can kill enough.
Oh, no, because I don't think you can, because they know that water makes more of them. In Gremlins 2, at one point, they're like, right, we're about to pop out, crack on the sprinklers, and they put all the sprinklers on, and they just keep multiplying. They just keep going nuts.
I'm going to first go down to the infrastructure of the building and get all the water out of it. So I'm going to flush all the water out
How
of
are
the...
you doing? You don't have the knowledge of the plumbing of a fucking
There'll be a
giant-
man down there. You know when you've got those movies and you've got like the weird...
There's always a guy.
There's the weird
There's
caretaker
always a
guys.
guy.
Like, I'm down here by myself most of the time and no one comes to talk to me. And I'm just like...
You know what's great about that character? Because you're not wrong. There is always
like
a guy.
Die Hard 2, for example.
But there's always a guy, and he is always either weird, old-timey fella or disgruntled, underpaid. Like, that's the spectrum. There are two men in... there are two workies.
There are two men who...
Crazy, been down there too long, and I don't get paid enough for this crap. I'll help you turn it around.
I'm playing off the hope that he's the first one.
Okay.
Because in a world, in a building like that, there's no way you don't become like...
He's been down there forever.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's seen all sorts of shit. So little Franklin, I'm going to name him, down there. I'm like, hey, Franklin. You're like, hey there, my old sonny Jim. What can I do for you? And I'm like, I want all the water out the building. Flushed. Gone. Put it out and like make it fire out in the streets or something. I don't know. Make it leave. And he's just like, oh, we ain't done that since the old days when we had a big water party.
I don't know why I made him a prospector. He could have just been
I don't know why he's a prospector.
Just been a New
He's been
Yorker.
here for so long, the oil left and the water came. I'm the water man. Prospector man, Franklin, all water flushed out of the building.
It's a good starting point. I'll give you
Good
that.
starting point. So I've removed water, so you can't get them wet and you can't feed them after midnight. So,
Well, you can't. You've got rid of the wet.
yeah.
I have a second question about Gremlins 2 and Gremlins 1, actually. Feeding them after midnight turns them into the Gremlins.
But yes, technically it's always after midnight is the problem.
It's always after midnight. But like previously to that, they're gizmos and then they turn into gremlins. What happens if you feed a gremlin after midnight? Mega gremlin?
I can experiment with that in the genetics lab because this building's shut down. I've got time to move around. Like,
Well,
I'm the
you've
other
got-
character.
You've got, let's give it like...
You had 6 years to beat fucking Optimus Prime.
Yeah, but remember, you have to kill the gremlins before they escape.
I know, but here's the thing.
Once they go out worldwide, game over.
They're like Pitbull, you know, Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
We don't want that. 3000, was it 3005 or something he is? What's that? Mr. Worldwide, Mr.
3005?
Thank you. You could have said that into the mic there, audio
Mr.
boy.
305.
305.
Thank you. That's all I needed from you.
Wait, why is he 305?
I think that's the area code in Miami.
That he lives in.
I assume so.
Or grew up in.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Did that's where his hair all fall off?
Is
He's a very-
Pitbull bold by choice, or is he bold because he is
You're really
bold?
testing my knowledge of Pitbull here.
You're a Pitbull mega fan. You've got that little badge, like the Blue Peter badge, but it just says,
Your sister's also a Pitbull mega fan.
yeah, you're a Pitbull family. We watched movies growing up. You just went mad on Pitbull. You always go, why are you looking at us like we're the
Your
mentals?
family has seen Pitbull together multiple times.
There's all those pictures you have hanging on your wall of you and your family with Mr. Worldwide.
But that's
Literally,
what
your
my sister-
your email address is fireball@gmail.com.
You shaved your head to look more like Pitbull. We all told you it was a bad decision. Fair play, you're rocking it, but
I kind of want this to go on for 45 minutes.
We just keep
See what you keep coming up with.
more and more examples. Where was it? So they go worldwide. Yes, but you know the other character that always exists in movies, who's the last alive person in a place, who's like accumulated the knowledge of how to get around and how to defeat the things.
yeah.
That's going to be me. So we've got Franklin, the caretaker guy,
Okay.
downstairs. I'm like the Newt of Aliens, where I'm just like, I'm cutting about
yep,
and I'm
yep.
doing shit. I'm going to gain my knowledge. I'm going to use all the technology at my disposal. I'm going to use the genetics lab to do my experiments. I'm going to use the TV to put the message out
The
there.
only thing is, right, mate, the TV idea I like, everything else. The reason I pick Gremlins is because they're on a time limit and you are giving yourself
But I'm going to
far too much
extend
time.
my time limit.
How?
I'm getting rid of the water.
Well, then, you know what they're going to do?
What?
Oh, fuck, man. All them sewer pipes that we couldn't go in before.
That's where Franklin comes in. Prospector man, he's good at caving shit in. He's a prospector.
So you're caving in the foundations
I'm
of the building.
shutting this
You
down.
have just halved the time I was giving you because now you've got an unstable skyscraper
No.
that's about to collapse in on itself.
Then that's the final plan. In the end, like there's nothing that says I have to survive at the end.
Yes, you do.
As long as
if
I
you
defeat
die,
them.
there's no. I win.
No.
I'll get 3 points. You can only
No,
manage
I-
2 points because you died in one of your fucking things.
But I completed the task of defeating the enemy.
you did.
So
and you died doing
that's
it.
technically a win. So yes, I'm going to take away the water. I'm
You're
going
going
to
to blow up the
I'm
foundations.
not the foundations. I'm just going to bring rubble down on areas where they could escape from. I'm going to
Okay.
lock this building down. It's
Okay.
going to be me, the gremlins, nothing else.
You're going to pull a Mega City one from Dread.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect idea. We'll bring Carl Urban's little gun into it as well.
The one you can tell it what bullets
You
you want.
just like rocket launcher. Just okay. Like that seems like
What a great gun in Dread, though.
that seems like
incendiary rounds.
too powerful.
It's
almost
so good.
Invisible bullets they can't see.
It does. The one problem with that film and that concept is they really should at the beginning of the film being like, these are the rounds so that you know we aren't just making it up
Yeah, like,
as the movie goes.
They go into a room. He's like just loading up my ammo. Like,
what do you
Like,
got? And then it'd be like, oh, look, this one. And like they should have given you a, and what about that one? Oh, and then they could have given themselves the out of like, what about that one? That's when it gets real shitty.
Yeah, and that's your like Hail
You'll
Mary.
get out of jail.
Yeah,
Fine. And you
yeah.
whatever happened. But like as the film goes on, it does feel like
It's a lot of here's a scenario. Cool, I've got the bullet for that. You're like,
give
all
me the
right.
cryo bullets. Wow, that was great, Dredd. Thank God you had magic freezing bullets.
Give me the self-guiding bullet I can just use with my eyes. It's like, okay, then why have any other bullet then? You have this self-guiding bullet. Does it itself? Give me the bullet that just shoots for me. Like, all right, cool.
Give me the bullet that makes a clone Dredd, a Dredd clone that will go in for me, and I'm just gonna have a couple of donuts out here.
Dredd walks into the place, puts the gun down, starts to walk away. The person's like, where are you going? He's like, gun does it for you. Like, I'm completely unnecessary. So that's my solution. I'm going to bring the Dredd gun into the Gremlins tower, set it on the ground and go, goodbye. And then like 4 hours later, doors open, gun walks out.
Can't
Like,
even argue that.
problem solved.
I took Kingsman into Transformers.
I had all the bullets.
But we've just ruined the rest of the episode because you know what I'm going to do in the next guy you give me. Just going to give myself a Dredd gun.
All scenarios lead back to dread guns. Like we watch Passion of the Christ, and the Romans just have the dread gun, and they just use it on Jesus.
Man.
Okay, so I won't use the dread gun, but I'll continue with my plan, which is I break down the infrastructure around the
Yep,
building, but
yep.
not the building itself, so they can't escape. I'm locked in with the Gremlins, and at that point,
Or
it's,
the gremlins are locked in here with me. You do a Watchmen.
yeah, you're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with you. Is that it?
No,
You're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in. Nope, they're the same thing twice. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. That's it.
That's it.
But then I'm just going to go hunting. It's
You go ham.
It's hunting season
Hunting
at that point.
season.
I'm just going to go around with my shotgun, with my UV light, blast them all, eating my little granola bars.
It's a good plan. My only, and I'm going to say this, I think that your biggest fall down here is I don't think, think about how many gremlins there are at the end of
there are a
Gremlins
lot,
2.
yes. I am
And
committing.
you have given yourself, 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think you can kill that many in 3 hours. Because although that you can just shoot them, I will give you that. They're sentient and they're going to rush at you.
I have two other plans.
You're going to get swarmed.
I have two other plans that
And
are
they've
very...
got claws, teeth. One, they have claws and teeth, like little horrible animals.
but I have wit
You have wit.
and charm.
But they have wit. One's voiced by Fraser Crane.
Yeah.
He's smart. Smart gremlin.
Money plane.
You got goofy gremlin, smart gremlin. You got electricity gremlin. You got gargoyle
You
gremlin.
got sexy gremlin.
Spider gremlin, sexy gremlin. You got all
Who I would
those
argue
gremlins.
is not that sexy, but that's just my personal
You got
choice.
all those gremlins you're going to deal with. So not only do they have sharp teeth and claws that you have to combat, and let's just say you are hunting them, the moment you take out get fucked gremlins, the other 1,000 are just going to turn on you and decimate you. The other problem you have is not only are they little vicious animals, they also know how to use weaponry. So in the mega tower, they have probably found their own dread guns.
There's no dread guns. I'm taking the dread guns out. Yeah, if I'm going to do this first idea of I'm going to go guerrilla style. I'm going to be in the ducks. I'm going to be like...
Okay, right.
I'm going to be like the...
I still think they're
I'm
going to
be
swarm
like
you.
John Wick in the way they...
I like it. It's a good
I'll
starting
be the
plan.
boogeyman. Like,
I think
they'll talk about
I will
me.
give you this. That plan works for I'm going to give you 3 hours from when you get in, right?
Okay.
Because they're waiting for the sunset.
Like, you close the doors behind me and I'm like, don't wait up.
You got 3 hours, right? I will give you that first hour works. You go in gorilla, and I will let you. I'm going to be generous here. You wipe out 30% of the gremlins, a third of the gremlins.
That's good.
It's a lot.
That's good.
You got like 2/3 of the gremlins and 2 hours to do it. Gone.
Right. My other two ideas.
Which you're going to need now.
Right.
Because what happens is you're blowing the fuck out of them, and then rather than coming at you one at a time, which they conveniently have just been rushing at you.
No, I'm like in the shadows, you know?
Yeah, and in the shadows.
And they're the water cooler. Like, have you heard about the boogeyman who's taking out the gremlins?
Fraser Crane gremlin is like, gremlins, attack! And then they all rush you.
I'm like Batman. I'm coming down from like the rafters and like picking them up and stringing them up.
Let's say there was 1,000. You have 700 gremlins now angrily coming at you.
So here's what happens. I run down to the lobby and I make the exclamation using my TV skills, but within the tower. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in the lobby. Come and find me. This is the final showdown.
This is it. So you're taking on you're going to take out all 700.
Yes.
Okay.
So then they come to the lobby, and just let me run with this before, just because
I'll let you
I've
go.
got the whole plan in my head. So they come down to the lobby. I'm not there at first. You're like, where is he? Is this a trap? What's going to happen? It is a trap, but not the trap they think. They hear a revving engine. I come crashing in a truck, and I run over maybe six of them, if I'm lucky. Aha! And I stand on top of my truck, and I say, I am truck. I am successful. And they're like, and then they jump on top of me, and they're just like, and they're scratching, and they're ravaging, and I say, it's going crazy. And then I'm like, I'm splattering up blood, and they're just like, we've got him, we've beat him.
Sounds like you're losing this, and I'm not even giving you the loss. You're giving yourself the loss.
No, because I am truck. I am successful. I am.
You can't just claim.
I can. Look at me go. It's me in this tower. There's no one else to claim the story but me. And like I'm falling there, and like my hand falls, and out of it falls just like a wee thing, and my thumb comes off on it. During my entire time of making my way in this tower, I was putting up dynamite and things and little things.
Oh, that's good.
And then whole building crumbles down.
Okay.
Similar to perhaps one that happened in the 2000s era. Just goes straight down. Doesn't any other way. Doesn't topple to the side. Goes straight
in
down.
on
Very
itself.
suspiciously. And there was no jet fuel to melt any
Stop
of it.
9/11 in this.
Yeah.
Don't give me the 9/11 spiel.
It goes straight down on top of me, and all the gremlins all die. I die, but all the gremlins die.
I'll give you that. That means you can't fight in the third bout.
No,
I
didn't think about that.
you're giving up on two.
So in the
To be perfectly honest, I don't think you're going to beat my third guy anyway.
but I have an idea for the third one. So when,
You don't even know who it is.
I know, but I have an idea of how I can fight in the third one.
Okay. Well, I'll give you that. You take down the gremlins. sacrificing yourself along the way.
Quite gloriously.
Quite
I guess.
gloriously.
Like
Other than that weird anti-9/11 rhetoric that was coming out your mouth as you were letting the building crumble on top of you.
the movie's ending, and I'm just like, jet fuel can't melt steel beams, guys. And they're just like,
All of the New Yorkers from 1987 are out there like, what the fuck's he talking about? And then they turn around and the Twin Towers are still standing.
everything's fine. Like, he was speaking of the future. But yeah, there you go. I bet the Gremlins. In quite
And died.
a magical fashion.
It was good.
As a
it,
word
was,
they
it, was, it was a glorious sacrifice.
So yes, my third and final combatant for you to fight comes from the fact that you are an Englishman, and so you've lived in our country for a while.
20 years.
You've taken our food and our water. That's better than your water down there.
It's so much better.
And so someone has risen up to disband with to get rid of you and your ways. The great William Wallace from Braveheart stands before you on the bloody battlefields of Bannockburn, and you have to defeat William Wallace.
So I'm in William Wallace's... Oh, man.
You're in Braveheart. And now he's a...
But wait, just to be clear, I'm in Braveheart.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
take your plan. I'll just sit and chill with the king. We win.
No, we can't. I really should have thought that one.
I'll just wait. We'll hang Duran quarter him.
No, but
yeah, I'll have to see his bare bottom at one point. But oh well.
It's an alright bottom.
It's a good bottom
for a hairy man.
Hairy anti-Semitic.
We'll leave the Mel Gibson aspects out of this. We'll just stick to William Wallace's Braveheart.
Okay.
But yeah, you're on a battlefield.
Are you giving me a mano v mano, middle of the battlefield? The fighting opens into a large circle.
I'm giving you the whole of Scotland for use to, because he skilled fighter.
Yeah.
Skilled tactician.
Yeah.
Loved by many.
Yep.
Hated by perhaps some of your kin. Just there, ready, waiting.
But if they're waiting,
you're not just waiting.
I
no.
just wait.
You have to defeat him yourself.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like battlefield, and like in a movie when that circle opens and the two main characters are standing there, sword in hand, and they rush at each other, and it's all death happening around. I'm going to get to that point. Actually, I'm just going to get there. Okay.
Okay.
Easy. We're talking. I'm not even going to bother wheedling with the king. Don't care.
None of this joining the government for 6 years.
None of this joining the government anyway. I've done
diesel
that.
tactics.
I've done that. I'm going to face William Wallace head on because
You're going to be a man this time, not a little weasel.
Yeah. What I am going to do though. What I am going to do
Okay.
is I'm going to take that big sword from Final Fantasy.
Okay, so I didn't take the dread gun, but you're just taking
No,
the...
that's fair. You didn't. Okay. I mean, the problem is I'm a soft, doughy man. And he's William Wallace.
skilled fighter, good with a sword, loved by many.
I might have to go. I said I wasn't going to do it. I might have to go assassin tactics there. I might have to go stealth. I'll fight him in the battlefield. I'll get to that point. But much like poisoning Optimus Prime with Diesel, I'm going to shit in his blue face paint. So his eye is out of commission.
I was thinking more like Maximus Decimus Meridius from a Gladiator, where you're just going to like put a wee poker in his... Just like stab him in the kidney.
Yeah.
But you've decided to shit in his face paint.
Yeah, so when he puts it on, his eye gets all shitty and probably conjunctivitis.
Yeah, pink eye and such, you know.
Pink eye. And so his eye's out.
So he's down one eye.
Down one eye. Then I guess I'll just come at him from that side.
You're going to come in him?
I'll come at him.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll
I thought you were gonna shit
What
in
side of his face gets painted? Left?
I guess camera on, it's his right side? His right? Our left?
So yeah,
Or is it his left?
I'll just swing at him from that side.
So to summarise, you're going to shit in his face paint and then come in him.
And then come at him. Yeah, there you go.
Do you have any score? So, like, I feel even one eye out.
Here's the thing. I can't get it out of my head here, Gavin. I'm really sorry. No matter what I do, it doesn't matter. Like you just died in Gremlins. I'm so sorry, listeners, but the English win at the end of Braveheart.
Right, okay. Right, wow. I don't know we're going to down this anti...
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
No.
You win the hearts of the people. You win the hearts of the people. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
But William Wallace doesn't survive the fucking
Sure,
the
William
war,
Wallace
does he?
does not. But I mean, do you really want to consider what happened at the end of Braveheart as a win for England? Because I feel that's more.
Well, no.
Morally, you lost.
I mean, we're dickheads. We shouldn't have been fighting. But in my combat versus William Wallace, the man himself, do it.
I feel.
The king does my job for me.
Sure, later on, he's done for. Just like if my plan fails, the Gremlins will get. Rocky dies.
No, because I killed Billy.
Oh, true,
He
you did
doesn't.
kill
So the Gremlins get out.
So I love the idea that you've ruined the world. So you've gone back. So you've gone into this universe, killed Billy, and then you're like, Gavin, you solve it. If I'm not able to solve it, you're like, oh well, guess that world's done for.
This is good. It's
like
done.
an evil fucking like Doctor Strange or something. No, I feel even if you shit in his face paint and he's down one eye,
I'll be honest with you. That is
the best.
Whatever plan I come up with, that is step one.
Step one is shitting the face paint.
Every other plan I could possibly come out from now on, I'm shitting in his face paint. 100%.
It's just you wandering about Scotland, shitting in various paints.
Squatting in blue paint, just squatting over it. And dropping
What if you
in.
shit in the wrong face paint?
Someone's gonna have a very smelly living room. It's not my fault.
I was
problem.
thinking more, what if someone else in the battlefield got the face paint? But you went, no, someone's going to paint their walls with your blue poo.
Barbara, this living room paint fucking stinks.
Also, how many people in Scotland in those days do you think were painting their walls?
Back then,
Yeah. Loads were
They were
they?
just painting a big blue
yeah.
and white cross, weren't they?
Well, our country was rife with the opportunity to be spending money on paint for walls as you English fucking just held us down by the boot on our neck.
I shit in his face paint.
So you're still okay.
I'm still doing it. It doesn't bother. That's step one. And then, like, you kind of have me because like there's fuck all going on in William. I can't bring shit in. We agree. We've pretty much agreed that. We can't be bringing in Judge Dredd guns.
Yeah,
I was going to say I'll bring a gun in, but I can't do that. But what is there in William Wallace land? Fuck all. Sheep and grass.
There's weaponry. There's shields.
I don't know how to fucking sword fight. Are you
mean, you
mental?
spent 6 years in getting into the American government.
But then you say, right, if I wait 3 years and teach myself how to fight with a sword and a shield and get pretty fucking in shape doing so, he's dead.
Okay, but then
When are you putting me in? That's the question. When are you putting me in?
No matter
Braveheart?
what, you have to, like, if you don't kill him, that's a loss for you. So you have to get there before the king in England gets there.
Oh, so it's like a rat race.
It's a rat race to kill William
I'm
Wallace.
back in.
You're like, here we go.
Here
Fuck
we
the
go.
Scottish.
You're painting me in a really bad
It's
light.
great
here.
for me. Literally, when I was thinking aside, I was like, oh, God, he's English. William Wallace. It's like,
All right, I will shit in his blue face paint. While I'm doing that, I will also shit.
you just keep wanting
Listen,
to shit
I
in
will
things.
also shit in whatever the king is covering his visage with, because I need to slow him down.
Right, okay.
So now William Wallace.
How bad is your shit, by the way? So it's just grounding people to a halt.
What if you rub it in your eyes? It's not going to be good.
True.
It's not going to be great, Gavin. Fucking hell.
I feel like if he just put it like on his T-spot or something, you know? What's that going to do to him?
I don't look. The king's got pink eye. William Wallace has pink eye. I've managed to lock them both down. Now
You're creating like some tabloid gossip that they've been eating each other's bumholes.
It's not even, to be honest, I feel like what I've actually done is inadvertently started like an early plague. I've probably fucked the UK because they wouldn't know how to deal with any of it. The king and William Wallace would be kicking about. They'd be like, "Sir, is your eye okay?" And he'd be like, "It's a wee bit gunky," and he's like wiping it, and then William Wallace's entire army's gonna get pink eye. It will just keep spreading.
So you're gonna reshape history.
The Great Pink Eye Battle.
Because you're going to bring back a disease that wipes out most of the UK populace.
But inadvertently. Yeah.
So I sent you back to see if you could defeat William Wallace, and you have defeated the United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom. And while everyone's got pink eye, while the entire country is pink eye and the plague, I will walk up to William Wallace, and while he's laying there, sore and puffy-faced and miserable, I'll whisper in his ear and I'll go, I shat in your face paint. And I'll stab him. One single. He'll be too weak to stop me.
Because of his pooey eye.
Won't see me coming, man.
We got a jobby eye.
Like, is that you, Gav? And he's squinting through poo eye. Oh. You started that. You told me I had to beat the king as well. And I only have... Back in medieval England / Scotland,
primary weapon
the only
was-
thing I have on me is poo.
Couldn't have just like taken a sword from anyone. You had to like...
too much hassle with that.
But sneaking into...
Sneaking into the makeup factory.
There's no makeup factory.
There clearly is. They're putting paint somewhere.
I just like you're going to England. You're sneaking into like the castle where the king is and just pooing in his anything.
Just pooing on anybody else.
He just opens the door and there's you, trousers by your knees. You're just squatted over, just like plop. It's like hello.
Yep, that's it. That's the plan. Bosh.
I'll give it to you
3 points.
because it's just funny.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, my last one. I feel like the Gremlins was good.
Mm-hmm.
You did well beating the Gremlins. That was my hard difficulty. This last one's extra hard, right?
God.
You have to beat. Wait, which one do I want to give you?
How many have you got?
Oh no, well they're of the same
Ilk.
but it's just deciding which one is more like. It's got to be him. I think this one's got less, but he'll be coming back at you. No, yeah, I think. All right, I'm gonna give you Bugs Bunny.
No, so in what context? Is this the Looney Tunes Brendan Fraser Bugs Bunny movie, or is this like with a cartoon?
I mean, space. Anyone? Yeah, Looney Tunes World, Space Jam,
Space Jam.
any movie where a live action person has to deal with
I guess
the
it doesn't
Looney
make
Tunes.
much difference because Bugs Bunny's just Bugs Bunny.
He's Bugs Bunny.
So one, I died in the last one.
So you're starting off on a back foot here.
So-
because you're dead.
Now my son wants to
Avenge you.
not avenge me, but carry on my name and my.
Okay, well, I tell you what. I'll do this. I'll give you an out here. Nas was carrying child at your demise. Well, who else?
Yeah, I know, but she's just gonna love that.
At your demise, unfortunate. Well, fast forward 17 years, so on 18 years, on the eve of your offspring's 18th birthday, a letter arrives in some vaguely evil manner, and written inside of it is a handwritten note from me.
It's very evil then.
Very evil, which basically outlines that we had this bet. We had to fight 3. I've already beaten my 3 movie characters, but because of your father's death, you have to take it on, and you must fight Bugs Bunny. And to instigate the fight, because I learned this the other day when I was studying for my animation essay, Bugs Bunny never instigates a fight. He will retaliate, but he's not allowed to instigate. That's this part of his like character design. So if you ever think about any time Bugs Bunny, like he will fight back. He'll beat the shit out of Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd, but he'll never start the fight.
Right.
I hope you know this means war, because he gets dragged into it.
Pushed, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And so the bottom line will be like, and to instigate this, I have sent Bugs Bunny a box that when he opened it,
Damn it.
with
That ruins my first plan.
Gav Jr.'s name written on it,
Right.
which I assume is Gav Jr.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever Nas chooses to call our child.
Gasan.
Gasat Navin. Navin.
Navin.
She's gonna hate this. She's really gonna hate this.
If she was here, I'd let her name him, but she's not. So
Oh well, so I get to name them.
You get to name them.
I get to name Gavin Jr.
and what are you going for?
Gavin Jr.
You're sticking with Gavin Jr.
Yeah,
Okay.
carry on my name. I mean, I went out in a blaze of glory.
That's true.
I hope my name.
I actually think Nas, because you weren't there, so I think Nas probably would have named it Gavin Jr. out of respect for his hero father.
She loves me, so it's it's what a good girlfriend does. Gavin,
I'd say, Hannah, I hope you're listening, but I know for a fact she's not. So.
no. Unfortunately, I know Nas is. She's hearing all of this.
We'll see if she still loves you after this.
We'll see what happens after this. Let's get off of this part and get into the fight, because I'm going to have a fight later on in real life, I feel, which I will always lose. So yeah, my first plan was going to be, if you didn't know that Gavin Jr. was coming, just walk up behind him with a shotgun.
It's why I picked. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered, because then he would have come at you anyway.
So-
But that's why I would pick Bugs Bunny. I was going to pick Daffy Duck because I think Daffy Duck's got he's probably more he's more volatile.
He's more vindictive and vicious.
and more vicious. But Bugs Bunny
He's a fair fighter.
is a fair fighter.
But he's
I
also
also think he's harder to kill, Bugs Bunny.
he's also like almost
Bugs Bunny always wins.
Bugs
Think about
Bunny's
it,
an omnipotent god almost.
pretty much.
He can do whatever he wants.
He lives by toon rules. He's also nigh on unkillable.
Yes.
So good luck, Gav Jr. into the laws of into the jaws of the lion.
I feel this is so unfair on Gav Jr. because he's been given a task that's unwinnable, and it's to live up to the name of his father who sacrificed himself for the greater good of all people. So what you've done here, Gary, is not only have you murdered me, but you've besmirched my name for all of eternity.
Yes.
Right.
Was that not the point of the podcast?
No, the point of the podcast was a fun jaunt at just trying to defeat a candidate. You have decided to ruin my name, my lineage, and my life. It's just like
I told you, fighting Matilda, I came into this as the villain. I decided to play the villain. True. I'll take it.
I let you poo in a man's face paint.
Yeah. Villainously.
Oh, Gav Jr., how are you going to do this?
It's tough. It's really fucking hard.
I think plan one that Gav Jr. is going to employ is Gav Jr. is not much like his father. He's not a
He's
fight.
not a wiry alcoholic.
God, I hope not. Live a better life, son. Live a better life. I love how I'm like doing this as if I have a child that's ever listening to this.
I got the idea of like your son takes off the headphones at that moment. Dad was right.
I need to be better. Quits his job at Argos and he goes out to conquer the world.
Oh God.
Right. Plan one. What? Yes. Not a fighter like his father who died gloriously saving the world.
Yeah.
He is a humble, quiet, respectful he's
Frodo Baggins.
a Frodo Baggins, sure. He's going to find Bugs Bunny. He's going to approach Bugs Bunny.
So because of my villainous instigating, Bugs Bunny might be hunting him.
This is true. Or maybe he'll let Bugs Bunny find
Come to
him.
Okay.
He will then sit Bugs Bunny down because Bugs Bunny, as we both agreed, reasonable, not vicious, willing to have a conversation. I think Bugs Bunny's more likely to want to talk first before throwing fists. So he's going to convince Bugs Bunny by telling him the story of his great father and the great deeds his father did to save the world. And actually, the man who caused all of this was a man called Gary Copeland, who has instigated this entire situation. Bugs Bunny will be upset that he's been used by someone else for this greater ploy to, one, denigrate a great man's historic life, and also ruin his son's future life. So then the son and Bugs Bunny are going to work together to take out one Gary Copeland. And so you now have an omnipotent god and a vengeful son. I have now turned the fight on to you.
Total bullshit.
I have turned the fight on to you. These now allies will fight you. You have no chance to win. Thus I kill you. Thus I am the ultimate winner. And there is no Gary Copeland to win with his 3 points because he has no points because he is dead and Bugs Bunny and Gavin are now friends and long live Gavin Jr. That is my plan. That is Gavin Jr.'s plan.
Fine, but I, in that time, have been sowing my seed
With Daffy Duck.
with Daffy Duck.
Oh, guys. So then this is me versus you, and then Daffy Duck versus Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny always wins, you see. So Bugs Bunny will
Bugs
defeat
Bunny will
Daffy.
probably beat Daffy Duck. I think they'll probably get caught in to be honest, I think Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny will get caught in some kind of cartoon loop where they go back and forth
Yeah.
forever
So
until the episode.
So then
ends.
ultimately it comes down to you
who
and
can
I.
be in a fight between me and you? Well, between our children.
Well, no, between my child and you.
Yeah.
I know how my child will defeat you, though. Because when I passed away in my will and testament, I left him one thing and one thing only. And it was my beloved truck. And he will get it.
Well, the joke's on you, Gav, because I've truck reinforced my back and spine.
Oh, God, no. He has a metal back and spine. My son runs you over with a truck.
This fine.
Gavin Jr. wins.
Gavin Jr. wins. He can take it. I'm fine. I got out of fucking 3 fights. I shat in someone's eye. I'm happy with my time. My 18 years spent in the limelight. I'll let it go. I'll pass the torch on to a younger, more sprightly person that can fight however many movie characters we decide to throw at
What
them.
we've now also done is set up, because I think we'll do this episode again in the
GCU?
future. Well, the GCU is already alive and thriving.
Is this a part of it?
This can become a part of it.
In the GCU, the Gremlins Tower imploded.
It's gone forever. What we've done is we've set up a sequel episode where perhaps like it's the post-credit scene and it just cuts to a room that says Gary Jr. Door opens and then like your son walks out with a shotgun, be like, no way, he's killing my father, and it's son versus son. Coming summer 2023.
Coming in, if we ever remember to do that, coming in like 7 years' time.
We will do a follow-up to this episode where it's Gavin Jr. versus Gary Jr.
I'll be honest, man, I haven't laughed that much in a while.
My
face
head's
is
a bit sore from how much I've laughed at it.
Good. Oh, man, right. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for listening, ladies and gentlemen. I guess that's how we kill some movie characters.
A lot of poo and trucks. And knocking out of a child.
Oh, and yeah, we'll be back at some point, hopefully soon, rather than a long hiatus again. We want to get a Halloween episode sorted
Yeah, we're going
out.
to do a horror episode of some ilk.
It might not be
soon.
out for Halloween because I think these are going to take up the next couple of weeks, but it will be out around then if we can get the pieces together. But if not, please get back in touch with us on Twitter at MeanderingPod.
Instagram, Meandering Movie Podcast. Facebook, Meandering Movie Podcast. Email is meanderingmoviepodcast@gmail.com. All of this you will find in the description of your preferred platform. Follow us on various things, leave us reviews on various things, and hit us up with ideas of characters you think we couldn't fight and beat.
I could probably beat all of them.
I think Gavin Jr. could beat anyone. Audio Boy has already won in our hearts.
Always has done. I'm back on Twitch if you want to join me there. Twitch.tv/Gwario, GWARIO. Play spooky games on Sunday and then a bunch of other shit throughout the week. I almost finished getting over it with Bennett Foddy the other day. That man in a cauldron trying to climb the mountain. There's a lot of anger.
Is there clips for people to watch?
There will be.
There will be clips for people to watch.
It's a nightmare.
And on SoundCloud, Audio Boy has all of his renditions of Pitbull's music that he's sung from beginning to end in the sound of Lady Gaga. So that'll be in the description as well.
Some good albums.
And he'll definitely have that link ready to go by the time this episode airs. So look forward to that. I have been the little scratchy bit of your coffee table that you put your toe on and it's sharp. Gavin Stewart, I think that's what the name was.
And I've been Gary. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll catch you again soon.
Bye!
Music is life.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you lend an ear?